Hey everyone, it is December, RBA announcement. I just got a fresh haircut, ready to go for Christmas. It is silly season. We've got our Christmas party at Mad actually tomorrow night. Guys, the RBA has made the announcement that they are keeping the cash rate on hold. Let's see what happens over the next few months. We're sort of anticipating probably no further rate increases, hopefully not until at least mid to end of next year. That's sort of the discussions or what we're hearing in the market at the moment. In terms of the property market, look, things are stabilizing. Nothing crazy is happening out there. On average, about a 0.8% increase, I believe, last month in property value. I think November was a bit of a slow start, but it started to ramp up a little bit closer to the end of the month. Now, as we move on to December, what we generally find is a lot of the people that had on their bucket list buy a property by 2025, now they're doing their little mad rush before Christmas to try and secure a property. But generally the market does start to slow down, generally because everyone's just sort of getting ready for Christmas and they're doing their shopping and there's quite a bit happening. What I normally find is that it's pretty consistent or quiets down closer to, I guess the 25th of December. And it continues to be quiet all the way through to generally the mid to end of January. And then I find that after Australia Day is normally when things start to ramp up again. You've also got to take in mind that solicitors or conveyancers are off work for a couple of weeks between the 25th and I believe the 5th of January. So just be mindful that if you are signing purchase contracts, try to ask for a longer settlement, generally 45 days, so you land mid to end of January, just so you don't run into any issues. Now, a couple of updates. What's happened is the government has begun shaving off 20% of HEX debt, so I'm starting to see that roll through from our clients. So that's really good to see, and it does definitely help our clients, especially with this new HEX policy that has come out, which we discussed in another video. Also, probably one of the biggest things that did drop was trust lending. So Macquarie has now completely pulled out of trust lending, which I guess does change the game quite a bit. Even CBA has pulled out of trust lending unless you are an existing client with them for greater than 6 months. So now a lot of those trust applications or trust purchases are now funneling through to your other majors such as ANZ and NAB, and we're starting to see that their turnaround times are starting to blow out. So even NAB's turnaround time for a pre-approval is now at like 14 business days, which is starting to get a little bit scary. So look, maybe it could just be the time of year where there's more and more people going on holidays, hence why a lot of the banks are struggling with their turnaround times. That's why you've just got to be a bit mindful of that and pick the right lender that's going to turn the deal around quick enough in order to secure your finance in time. That's pretty much it in terms of our RBA announcement. Guys, we look forward to seeing you in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm sure 2026 is going to be absolutely fantastic for all of you. Hope to see you soon.